guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. Today we're going to continue our look at the Schleich Dinosaur toy line by looking at this guy. It's the Allosaurus. Now a few of you have been asking to see this one on the channel, so I thought I'd go with your request and we'll have a look at this popular dinosaur. You can see here on the tag it says Schleich from Germany, and it says Allosaurus there. Now we must say a big thank you to Marcus of Schleich for sending these over for review. We're really grateful, and we're really enjoying reviewing these. So without further ado, let's break this guy out of the bag. Now, being one of the cool predators in this line, Allosaurus has jaw articulation, which we think is fantastic. So here we go. Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging. And just look at that surface detail straight away. That is very impressive. Now, what I do like about the Schleich dinosaurs is that they seem to get the skulls and the shapes of the heads very accurate to the sort of paleontological records. They seem to get these heads very, very good and very accurate. So I'm always impressed by that. Look at that. So I'll just give you a quick turn around so you can see them all over. Very nice. Okay, let's get a closer look at this guy. So starting off with the head sculpt of the Allosaurus. Very nice. You can see they've applied a layer of gloss on the eyes, which gives it this sort of really wet, realistic look. I also like the variation in colour. You've got some nice airbrushing going on around here, and also there's a nice contrast between the nose and the rest of the head, where they've sculpted a different kind of little, almost like a bony texture on the end, and they've painted that white as well. So it's a nice sort of naturalistic contrast for the head. I always like the way that they do the heads on Schleich dinosaurs. As you can see, we've got a little hinge mechanism here, which means that if you open up the jaw, you can make him roar. So that's pretty cool. Inside you can see the sculpted tongue there, and then if I bring him round you can see the sculpt on the other side. I've always been a big fan of the Allosaurus. I really like the crest that goes over his eyes. I've always thought that Allosaurus looks like quite a sinister and devious dinosaur, and I think that's why I've always liked him. Okay, so going down the neck you can see we've got some nicely sculpted lines and some nice airbrushing with these stripes. You can see there's nice veins and sort of musculature underneath the neck there, some really nice creases and folds. And then as we come down to the arm, we've got this nice sort of place where the scales all meet, like a junction of scales, which is quite nice. And it also gives an indication of where the muscles start for the arm, so that's quite cool. I really do love all these painted scales, sculpted scales all the way down the arm. Really nice sort of, they're not very even, they're quite odd, which feels, you know, more naturalistic. And then as we go down, you've got the nicely sculpted fingers with individually painted finger claws. And then here we've got the rib cage. Got some nicely painted stripes coming down here with an airbrush. Clear musculature in these back legs here. Very nice scaling going all the way down, and I do like the accuracy of these feet. They feel very precisely made, very nicely sculpted. I'll show you better on the other side. They do just feel very, very precise, don't they? Very nice. Nicely sculpted claws as well. Some nice striations on the claws on this side. Just nicely painted as well. Just a lovely feeling of accuracy across that whole foot. Very, very well done. And then as we go up along the tail, you can see there's some lovely folds and creases around the back leg, where over time, as the leg moved back and forwards, it would naturally make these little creases of skin. And then the tail curves up nicely, and you can see there's a nice contrast of white and this sandy colour. Really nice. And taking a look at the other side, you can see it's the same again. Nice creases. Nice feeling of these creases being pulled by the leg here as this one's brought more forward. Really nice. And you could get a nice sort of feeling of the hips here as the legs come up here. It's really nice. You can really feel that shape of the bone here. It's really evident, really nice. I do like this sculpt a lot more than I thought I would. Looking through the bag, I didn't know what to think of this one. I think the scales looked very even, but actually on closer inspection this is a wonderful sculpt. Look at all these lovely creases coming down here and meeting up with the front arm. And also this, look at this is amazing. So much detail there. Underneath you can see we've got some really nice indication of the sort of the thorax of the body, or this sort of continuous, you know, bit of the belly going through. These lovely sculpted lines going underneath. Really, really nice. And I really like the option to be able to open and close the jaw as usual. There's a little bit of a paint error here where the teeth have been painted as one bar of teeth, but it's a minor gripe really, considering the excellence of the sculpt and the rest of the paint job. Really, really nice. Let's bring in the tape measure and see how big this one is. So we're looking at just over 9 inches, about 9.5 inches, which is about 23.5 centimeters. So he's quite a sizable figure. Okay, so let's bring in the Schleich Tyrannosaurus Rex here for scale comparison. And what a beautiful piece. We have reviewed this one on the channel. Link is down below if you want to go and check that one out. And here is the Schleich Allosaurus for comparison. So actually in length, the Schleich Allosaurus measures from about the end of the Tyrannosaurus Rex tail up to just about the start of his head. So he's a little bit smaller, but that's how he would have been in the real world, in the natural world. So you can see them next to each other there. And I think they display together really well. I love the contrast in colours, and I really like these airbrushed stripes on the Allosaurus. Let's also bring in the Quetzalcoatlus, a wonderful, colourful pterosaur, and a really nice addition to the collection. We have reviewed this one as well, link down below. And you can see that actually this one is about a comparable size. So if you've got this one already, you have a good indication as to sort of the length of the Allosaurus. And you can see they display together really nicely as well. So there you have it, guys. That was today's look at the Schleich Allosaurus model. And I think this is a fantastic little figure. It's a really nice sculpt and a really nice paint scheme. It really took me by surprise. I really like the contrast of colours on the head, the way they've got this nice sort of white colour scheme mixed with the sandy browns, and I like these airbrush stripes as well. And the sculpt is really surprising in certain areas. It's really, really nice. So let me know if you will be picking this one up, or if you own him already, in the comments below. In the meantime, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.